Okay, I got a couple cards on my mind, and so here's a little reading for you. There's a 5 and 6 of Pentacles, both of them in reverse. There's the Fool, the Magician, and... wait for it, it's coming to me. Just give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna pause it because I'm gonna have to think a little more. And the Hangman. And those, the Fool, Magician, and Hangman, are all upright. I know this is not the typical way to probably do tarot. I'm a little bit chaotic and learning certain things. The way I practice magic is also a little bit chaotic, and I use the resources available to me, let's just say that. But I just feel very drawn to these cards right now and to this reading for maybe somebody out there. So just like, here goes, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like review the cards again in my head and speak them again and feel the energy. The Magician and the Fool are the two strongest energies. I'm feeling this reading will last from the time you see this video for up to 2 weeks. Yeah, the Magician and Fool, the strongest. The Hangman is just like a light energy. Like, there's not very much going on with the Hangman right now, but it's there. And then the 5 and 6 of Pentacles are just really interesting, and they might bring up some angry emotions for some people and some very like sad mourning emotions for others, which then so 5 and 6 of Pentacles in reverse, it's more to do with material things going on. But you'll become really emotional about this because the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, it's like you've been in this really hard situation. And it's such hard situation where there's been some neglect that you haven't even realized was there. And so in the next 2 weeks or so, as this nourishment or this item, either one item or a flow of some sort of abundance comes into your life again, you may feel either like this sad mourning that you ever had to go through something so hard, or angry that you did. And with the 6 of Pentacles being in reverse, you might think it's a bad thing because it is an imbalance of energy. And typically I would say the 6 of Pentacles in reverse would be not in your favor. Like, there's vampirism going on in some way, usually with 6 of Pentacles in reverse. And with this one, I actually don't feel like there's any vampirism going on. I feel like there's some need that has been neglected for so long that it's going to pendulum swing back and it won't be balanced, but you'll sort of almost have like an excess of this thing. Yeah. And so it's like, even the 6 of Pentacles in reverse is a card. It's like, it feels like it fell on the table and then is coming back into the deck for a second. It's just, we need to get your needs met, and we need to get them met in a therapeutic sort of extra sort of way, and then it will be balanced again. Or it will turn around or whatever. This card is dancing a little. So yeah, that's what's going on either in your business, in the material world. For very few of you, it might be a relational thing, like in some relationship, someone's going to suddenly be more doting and giving. But it's not the case for a lot of you. It's more just that the stars align for you to have a little bit more at this time for some reason. But also with that 6 of Pentacles in reverse, the pendulum swinging where maybe you have more than others, you're gonna need to not have humility, because you've had humility, but humbleness and logic on your side. You need humbleness and logic on your side, so as to not hoard and hold on, but also not to waste. So you just need to be like logical in the emotion of it all, which is backwards of the message I usually give. I'm usually more for intuition and like following flow. If you get an excess of anything in the next 2 weeks, think of it a little bit more robotically though, and mathematically. And you'll do much better long term if you're able to handle it in that way. And then and you still need to feel your emotions though, so don't dampen your emotions. It's just how do I put this? Create an outlet for your emotions at this time. It could be through art, it could be through dancing, it could be through venting to a good friend who will listen to you. But create a space for your emotions when you get this abundance, for you to like talk to somebody about like, this wasn't right. Because what happened is you were going through so much lack for so long that at first you were like really flustered, upset, anxious, but then that just became your norm. And you felt no emotions about it. And with it becoming your norm, and it's not okay for that to be the norm, you're gonna feel emotional when you get something restored to how it was supposed to be, realizing that like you were treated very, very unfairly. But you do need to detach the ways you were treated unfairly from the abundance you're receiving, and you also need to vent somehow the emotions about that and kind of get that negative, sad, or angry energy out in a healthy way. Because what's on the horizon for you with the Hangman, the Fool, and the Magician, remember the Hangman being very small, so the Hangman meaning introspection, some kind of, you're in a little bit of a boundary that could feel like stuckness, but it's actually protecting you. So yeah, you might feel a little bit stuck still, but no, you're being actually protected. And within this protection that you have this magical energy just like flourishing with the introspection that you do have. And with the Fool, you have a completely like brand new slate coming up in the next 2 weeks. Like everything is gonna be restarted in a way. So yeah, I'm like, there's the tiniest bit of looping from, I want to say, something that was happening about 8 to 11 years ago for some of you. So you'll notice some patterns that you haven't seen for this many years, 8 to 11 years ago. You'll just be reminded of something that happened then, and you'll start looping in some positive old pattern that happened back then. But there's not a whole lot of looping going on. It's almost like you have tons more choices in front of you than you realize, which is why the Magician and all the different ways that this could go is sort of stronger. It's almost like we drew two Magician cards, where like the Fool, or not the Fool, the Hangman is like much smaller energy here. So like the stuckness and the bounds that you're in, or any looping that's going on, or the introspection is smaller than the various futures. Like you're at a crossroads and there's like a whole bunch of different roads you could go down with the Magician right now. And the times, and the weather will look magical at certain times within the next 2 weeks, and that will remind